I'm not. You just got college 27. Yeah, I'm the type of person. I ain't gonna lie. I be waiting to see how good the game actually is before I buy it. Like I ain't really care about getting the early edition stuff and paying the extra money for it. I wanted to see if the game was actually good before I bought it. But we about to get this nigga review. Um, I don't know if it's gonna lag. You know how YouTube be. We about to
I'm
see though.
conflicted. Road to Glory, despite being an offline
Yep.
career mode.
YouTube is tripping again. I can't never get YouTube that right. Even when I'm off stream, it be like this though. I don't know what it is. It's I be playing Road to Glory. Yeah, I'm trying to play all the game modes. I ain't gonna lie,
I'm
but
conflicted. Road
I heard Road to Glory was kind of mid because of the microtransactions.
to Glory, despite being an offline career mode, is now pay to win. Dynasty mode is now also pay to win. Microtransactions are
Dynasty's pay to win too. There's no why would Dynasty be paid to win? Okay, Road to Glory I maybe can get, even though it's an offline like game mode. I could get Road to Glory being a pay to win because obviously you gotta upgrade your player, and since they don't have the XP boost thing no more, it's like you gotta get something out of that, which is the microtransactions. Even though, like I said, it's an offline game mode. Why have microtransactions? That's pointless. But Dynasty though, what are you gonna pay to get players? You gonna actually pay real money to get some type of skill point to get a player from the transfer portal or from high school? Like, what is that? What is that? Dynasty? Like the only game modes that should have microtransactions is Ultimate Team. This go for any game. I'm talking about 2K, college football, Madden, um, whatever other game you need to name. The only game modes that need microtransactions is My Team or MUT or Ultimate Team, some sort of that. Basically, online game modes. Those are the only games that need microtransactions, not online head to head, but like the online game modes like Ultimate Team or My Team, and like what else? I'm forgetting one. Um, I'm trying to think. But yeah, those type of game modes, them online game modes where you're getting players and you're having to buy players and you're not actually grinding. Those are the game modes that need microtransaction. Even though I don't like those game modes and I think they should be out the game because it kind of takes away from actually making the game, like the gameplay and everything good, because you take time away to build on that stuff. I don't like that, but I mean, it's the easiest way to get money. So I don't blame them for having that stuff in the game. But those are the only game modes that should have microtransactions, is like the ultimate teams and stuff.
where, and it's been kept quiet. Recruiting logic is
Yeah,
completely broken right now,
it
and there
is
are
Road to
still
Glory.
so many
I do
issues that
play
remain present from
I do play now or play with my homies because I can't just play Road to Glory. Yeah, I'm trying to. I plan on playing. I'm gonna play all the game modes.
previous years.
I want to hear about that
On the
mascot
other
game
hand,
mode too.
you could argue that this is the best college football game since NCAA Football 11. Gameplay takes serious steps forward from 26, giving you back the user control I miss so much from 25.
Okay, I ain't even finna deal with the lag, bro. I can tell that jump lagging badly.
Dynasty mode is far deeper with so much more to do each week in a way that genuinely improves the experience. And presentation took some major leaps, with visuals, weather, dynamic lighting, and player likenesses better than we've ever seen in a football game. The equipment guys should be pretty happy with the jump from 26 to 27 here, and no one can honestly call this game a roster update, which is rare for a new EA Sports title. The developers actually cooked here, so I don't think they deserve a review with the words not good in the title. But I won't call this game good either, if not for the horrific microtransactions that only seem to be getting worse, and if not for the bugs breaking recruiting in Dynasty mode, This would be a game I would recommend as a rare win from EA, like 25. And I'm pretty frustrated that I don't get to go with that narrative anymore. But as
Okay,
always,
hold
with
up, hold up,
EA,
hold up,
there's
hold
a
up, hold up,
catch.
hold up, 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 hold up. Now, I know this nigga is not to knock anybody. He might play the game a different way than all of us. But I was looking, and I thought, I'm like, okay, he's playing the game. I mean, the game is in this type of camera angle. I'm like, okay, maybe he's watching the game. Then I see this. This nigga is playing the game from this perspective. I'm gonna be real. Bro. I can't. This is why I don't watch certain niggas talk about the game, bro. You can't tell me if the game is good, bad, trash, yada yada, when you're playing from this perspective, bro. Like, I just can't take you seriously, bro. Cause you either want the game to be damn near real life, you want it to be actual real life game, or you just don't know what you're talking about. You just bought the game just to buy the game, bro. Like, who, respectfully, who plays the game in this setting, bro? Who plays the game with this camera angle, bro? Like, and I know, like I said, it don't matter. Maybe you got a preference. Maybe you like to play the game in this angle. But like, bro, you having a take on the game, you having a take on college football, the game, when you like playing in this camera angle, bro, that's just like, that weirds me out. Cause it's like, who plays in this angle? That shows me that you don't actually play the game for real. Cause nobody is playing a serious game, especially online, in this angle. That's just no.
Would recommend as a rare win from
Maybe
EA,
it's a
like
maybe
25.
it's a preference though.
And I'm pretty frustrated that I don't get to go with that narrative anymore. But as always, with EA, there's a catch. Nobody is talking about this either, for a good reason. EA has
college
kept it under
football.
wraps. And none of the promotional videos on College Football 27 mentioned microtransactions in Road to Glory or Dynasty mode. Thanks to
I ain't gonna lie, this gonna be a long ass video. I didn't pause so much in 140, but I was about to say I do like that they added like a lot of FCS school. No, not FCS. Is it FCS or FBS? I'm messing up talking trying to name the thing, but is it FCS or FBS? Either way, I like that they added those schools into the game, like North Dakota. Damn, I can't talk. North Dakota State and all them.
Not the expert. We now know this is because EA did not allow their creators to say anything negative this year when making promotional content. And we should thank Not the Expert for being transparent about that. It sucks that EA puts their creators in this situation, because these guys just love sports. They just want to share these games with you. It's not their fault that EA surprised them with stricter guidelines this year. The way these deals work, they likely said yes before even getting the brief, expecting the same deal as they always get. It's pretty messed up that EA not only blindsided you guys with these microtransactions, but also their own creators. College Football 27 reminds me of NBA 2K23, a game that had potential for greatness thanks to awesome new additions like My Era,
2K23
but that
was solid.
potential was sabotaged by corporate greed. That's exactly what's
That's
going
true.
on here. For some players, they won't notice this gradual shift, and they'll likely say the game is fine, because who cares if there's a coaching archetype that's only available if you got a subscription? It's not like it was the best archetype. Who cares about Road to Glory if they don't
Wait, what?
only available if you got. And they'll likely say the game is fine, because who cares if there's a coaching archetype that's only available if you got a subscription? It's not like it was the best archetype. Who cares about Road to Glory if they don't even
That's I can bypass that. I ain't gonna
play
lie.
it? Why should they care? I bring up that perspective because it's an easy line of thinking to go down, but when you give an inch, they take a foot. Every
That's true.
single time.
That's what all
If you
games
let your
though.
dog have a bite of human food one day, he's not going to be thankful and stop begging for the rest of time. He's going to beg for more and act like he's entitled to your entire meal. EA is the dog here. But this year, the dog is more fun to play with, as long as you can afford to keep him fed,
Whoa,
that is.
whoa, 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 man. You could have worded that a little bit differently. I ain't gonna lie.
The dog is more fun to play with, as long as you can
You could have
afford
worded
to.
that a little differently, brother. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe my mind in the gutter, bro. Maybe I need to get my mind out of the gutter, bro. But you could have said that a little bit differently. I won't lie to you.
Keep him fed, that is. There's a lot of good here, and I want to give credit where it's due, but I also have to remain honest. Here's my review of College Football 27.
Damn, I ain't even get through the review.
When you first start the game up, you get a video of a player or a coach saying EA Sports, it's in the game, just like we used to see back in the PS2 games.
No
I
point
love
of
that. It's subtle, it's little, but I see it.
no point of bringing
Unfortunately, the
that up.
game then instantly directs you to Ultimate Team, a mode with the most microtransactions. Hate that. The main
That's
menu does look
reasonable.
great this year.
That's
It seems like
reasonable.
they took the best of 25 and 26 and combined it with some older games like NCAA 14, and this menu just looks and feels more premium. Updating things like menus with this much detail and
I
care
like the look of the
goes a
menu.
long way. I'm a fan.
This what I came here for.
Imagine being able to build
Of course, I get a damn ad.
just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
If you were hoping for brand new gameplay built from the ground up that incorporates Ian Cummings' orange circle underlying physics model, you will be disappointed. This is not Backbreaker and All Pro Football combined. This is an EA Sports game running on Frostbite, so adjust your expectations accordingly. But once you adjust those expectations, this is as good as gameplay has ever been on the Frostbite engine. Player freedom has returned, like
I
in
ain't gonna lie.
25 and unlike in 26.
One thing I like will say is I can't wait for EA to get off the Frostbite engine, bro. Cause I do feel like the Frostbite engine has kind of been the downfall of EA. Cause like when it was on the what engine it was on before? I forgot what engine they was on before. But when they was on that engine, bro, like for Madden 16, Madden 15, I ain't gonna lie, those games were good, bro. Those games were good. The animations was kind of wonky, but they were good. Like it was actual good gameplay. And like now it's like I don't know, it's just like it's kind of like 2K with pro play now. It's like you got some good out of it, but there's a lot of bad, and the bad outweighs the good. So I feel like EA needs to explore like getting out of the Frostbite engine before we rip the licensing from EA. But that's just my take.
6, you can manually move your quarterback out of a drop back animation again.
Here we go with this shit. The nigga done scored a touchdown with this. Bruh.
You can split tiny gaps as a runner. The left stick actually matters again. I can roll out instantly on a screen. Breaking routes are no longer automatic and are actually covered much better by the CPU.
I need to get
I
an
did find
Ethernet
running the ball
cable.
to be very easy, as blockers almost suction to any defender nearby,
That's good.
making it too easy. Passing is the opposite, though. When you play online, everybody's running right now because they're scared to pass because no one really knows what works, and I kind of love that. The game feels balanced. There isn't some gimme play at the moment. I'm sure there will be one soon, but
I
my
like
online
that.
games have been hard-fought defensive struggles, which normally isn't the case. Then there's the addition of the custom pre-snap adjustments you can set hotkeys to, along with other quality of life changes that make playing online competitively a lot more fun, at least for me. When the other team does make a big play on me, it usually makes sense. Like, okay, it was single coverage and he won that one. There will obviously be moments where gameplay gets sloppy, animations take over, and you feel annoyed. I mean, it's an EA Sports game. But compared to 25 and 26, this feels more balanced. This feels more fair.
That's
The
good.
CPU isn't as easy to beat, and the increase in difficulty will make Dynasty mode more engaging. It'll make every mode more engaging. And if all you play is online head-to-head, this will probably be one of your favorite football games. All of the downsides with microtransactions don't really affect you.
That's
I think
good.
this is a reasonable step up from 26, where I'm not feeling that critical about gameplay. It feels like College Football 25, a game I enjoyed, but a bit tighter, which is fine. The new additions of adding timing to catching and the quarterback sneak, that's where I'm not as sold. For the quarterback sneak, that was previously a gimme play, but it now requires you.
Now, I won't lie. I like the timing for the quarterback sneak. I like that because it felt like the quarterback sneak, it was kind of like you had like if you didn't make the right adjustment to the quarterback sneak, damn. Yeah, I was right. If you didn't make the right adjustment to the quarterback sneak, it was almost a guaranteed touchdown. and also if like you made the right adjustment. It was basically it was either one thing or the other, and I didn't really like that. Now with the timer, it's like you green it, you're most likely scoring the touchdown unless the defenders are good. Like there's it's more of a gamble than than before where it was just like it's either you get it or you don't. It's more of a gamble. Like cuz usually like last year if you did a quarterback sneak and you seen that the defenders were all lined up in a certain way, you know it was a blown play and you would automatically audible to a run. And like say if you see the defenders lined up a way where there's a gap, you know that's an automatic touchdown. But now it's like it doesn't matter which way the defenders are lined up or which way the formation is set up. It's like you gotta green it. If you green it, then it's more likely a guaranteed touchdown. If you don't and it's yellow, then it's more of a gimme. You never know. And red, obviously, that's not a guarantee. I like that. I like that it's more of a risk and a gamble, and you don't know what you're getting. Instead of last year, where it's like if you know what certain formation they're lining up in, it's either a guarantee or it's not.
To time a meter. If you
I didn't really explain it well, but if you get what I mean, you get what I mean.
snap while it's in the red, you will not convert. But if you time it well, you have a better chance. It's not guaranteed that you convert, but I don't like taking away from player ratings. You could have the world's greatest offensive line, all 99 overalls, and not convert a sneak because you mistimed a button.
That's
That makes sense for a
but
competitive online
that's
game,
cool though.
but not for a football game.
That's cool
Although
though.
this happens to be both, so it's confusing. The timing based catching is essentially the same as before, where you press and hold triangle or X or square for a certain catch, but you try to release it right as the ball lands to time it. And if you time it perfectly with this setting on, you'll always make the catch. But it's
Now the
hard.
catching,
Again, a good
I know I keep pausing, but we got six. It's fine. The catching, that's more of like a for me. I don't know how I really feel about it. I guess I'll have to play through it to see how I really feel. But I heard you could turn it off though, so that's a plus side. You can turn it off if you want to. But I don't know how I feel about it.
concept for a competitive online game, not a great concept for a sim football game where ratings are supposed to matter. The tutorial I played for it was either glitched or I'm failing to get a single perfectly timed catch here, so I ended up just turning the setting off. Then, during an online game, during an absolutely crucial drive, my guy dropped a wide open touchdown on 4th and goal. It happens, we all remember Mark Andrews, but come on, man, that makes me wish I had the timing based catching turned on.
Then turn it
Some
on.
players will love these new timing features, some will hate them, but at least the catching one is optional. The CPU AI seems vastly improved, which is huge for me.
That's good.
It's still early, but I'm struggling against the CPU. Where usually when I review a new Madden or college football game, I'm able to run the
Bro,
same
another
features.
thing I hope that college he didn't say nothing about Road to Glory yet, like nothing in depth. But bro, please in Road to Glory. Let me get this right. EA. Please when I download this game, please tell me that in Road to Glory, those high school CPUs that we playing against aren't looking like JV Warriors, my nigga. Please. That was the biggest pet peeve I had with that game last year, bro. It's like when we was playing Road to Glory, when you was playing Road to Glory and you was in high school, it's like the opponent CPU was looking like bums. They had no accessories. They had the damn they had the bucket on their head. They had a bucket. They had no accessories, no arm sleeves, big shoulder pads, big jerseys, and they just look like bums, bro. And it's like I can't do that. That doesn't look appealing on the eye. It looks like I'm playing against bums on rookie difficulty, nigga. So EA, when I download this game, I haven't bought it yet because, like I said, I like to wait till I figure out if the product is good before I buy it. But EA, please, and I mean please have the high school AI competitive CPU, whatever you want to call them. Please don't have them looking like bums, bro. Please.
Offense as the year before and dominate from the jump. Every single year I can do that. This year I cannot. The gameplay here is more challenging in a way that feels fair, and I like it. It's a strong point this year. And my complaints with 26 are mostly addressed. If you liked 25 but you didn't like 26, I think you'll like this one. If you hated 25 and you hated 26, you're going to hate this one too.
Presentation. I'm big on presentation.
Hey, I need to launch a campaign in 2 weeks. Let's see. Okay, Elena, we need a great brief. Product, insight, market. Leave nothing out.
I'm big on the presentation.
Presentation is another area like gameplay where EA stepped it up, and I'm going to sound more positive than usual.
That's good.
The equipment and player likenesses have never been so legit before. You got pants above the knees, you got hanging mouthpieces, you have helmet tilt, you have real drip. This is a massive win for the equipment community, and everyone at EA who's been working on equipment this year deserves credit. It's not perfect for every player, but I was more impressed than I was expecting to be. You'll notice that your team's top stars look more authentic than ever before.
That's good.
The commentary is about the same in terms of its quality. It's fine. Holly Rowe does some voice work as a sideline reporter for both teams, but I wish she was visually rendered on the field, not just an MP3 file being played in the background. Immerse me in this, man. But this is progress, even if Madden 03 had the same thing.
Wait, what did I say?
Progress. Even
Was
if
that talking
Madden
about?
03 had the same thing.
I think I was talking about, yeah, Kurt Herbstreit got replaced. Okay. I'm fine with that. I like Kurt
On the
Herbstreit,
field,
but it's
graphics
cool.
and lighting have never looked better. Helmets, jerseys, materials, fabrics, it all looks incredible, and player models look vastly improved. But then, you juxtapose it with the crowd, and it looks awful in comparison. Why does
Wait,
it
he
look
said
less
what? He said what? Look.
juxtapose it with the and play have never looked better. Helmets, jerseys, materials, fabrics, it all looks incredible, and player models look vastly improved. But then, you juxtapose it with the crowd, and it looks awful in comparison. Why does it look last gen? And the cheerleaders still look so ugly. The game also cuts to the Jumbotron a lot, but all
Okay,
the
hold on. Wait a
Jumbotron
minute though. Wait a minute though. Cause why is we talking about the cheerleaders looking ugly? I'm gonna be real, bro. I could care less how the cheerleaders look. Cause it's not what the hell we gonna do with them? Date them? We gonna date virtual cheerleaders? Are we serious?
never says is the name of the team. My fiance found this part pretty funny when she was sitting on the couch. She said if she was at a game and the Jumbotron just kept repeating Texas Longhorns, she'd be annoyed. When does it show replays or real graphics, you know? The improved weather and day to night transitions are great. I have no complaints there, and the soundtrack is once again a banger, with more marching band covers of modern and classic songs. Right above it goes really hard. And the sounds are way better. The crowd pops audibly when you make a big play live. It makes sense. It feels good. When you break into the open, when you make a guy miss, etc. Compared to Madden or previous college football games, if you just close your eyes and listen, this game sounds way more authentic than usual. So I would say that presentation, like gameplay, took a larger step than usual this year.
That's
And
good.
that makes me happy. This is where things get rough. Dynasty mode on the surface is way better this year. Instead of just recruiting players in between games, you now have blueprints where you manage a currency that buys you better staff, facility upgrades, and NIL offers. You have to balance how much of this currency goes to each of those buckets since you'll split it between them. And smaller schools have way less to work with, which makes rebuilding a smaller school a much tougher feat, which is great. Recruiting is expanded too because now you can offer NIL when you send a scholarship to a prospect,
I like
with a
that
live
addition.
indicator as to how much NIL sways them. You can send a scholarship with no NIL, 5 points worth, or 10 points worth. And again, you share this currency with your staff and facility upgrades too, so it really adds to the strategy here. Prospects on average look way better now too. These guys look more like actual football players, where the last 2 years had some jarring mismatches with prospects' hair and skin tone. The Heisman Trophy show is a really nice touch. It shows each player their
I seen
stats
that.
and they sit as Chris Fowler announces the Heisman winner. It's a nice touch, I like it. After the season, you now use your NIL pool to convince players to stay, which is a better, more realistic system than the persuade button press we had before. Nice stuff. There's even enhanced practice between games where you can manage reps and have full pads or limited pad practices for different position groups or players. I really like the strategy there. Team Builder, while I wish it was in the game, the website now is even better. You can tweak anything from the stadium crowd color pattern density percentage to the buildings
I
in
ain't
the
gonna lie.
distance.
I am not doing team builder. The one time I tried to do team builder, it was horrible. I won't lie. The colors got all messed up, bro. I had a nice little dark red going for the colors. That junk ended up being as bright as the damn sun, bro. We ain't doing team building this year.
It's going to be a lot of fun for creative types to build their own fantasy school or recreate existing schools that aren't in the game. You can also create high schools with this tool and import them into Road to Glory, so you could, in theory, put in the time to recreate your real life high school opponents and team if you wanted. This is a nice step up from
People are
last
already
year with the
doing
new
that.
Stadium Builder. So, what's the problem with Dynasty Mode? This all sounds great. First, upgrading your coach takes way longer than before, because the game wants you to spend money to upgrade him. That's right. C4, another creator, actually found out that the PC version still has the fast and fastest Coach XP setting inside the game code. So EA intentionally slowed down Coach progress just to sell you a way to speed it up. That's insane.
Apparently, you can go from 0 to a complete site
These
with just a
ads
single
are
prompt.
pissing me
It's
off.
gonna be possible. Where vibe coding meets.
So if you want to be a level 100 coach, either coach for 50 seasons and be incredible, or pay another $100 on top of whatever you bought the game for.
Shit, I ain't doing
That's
that.
fucked. Not only is that an issue, but blueprints for CPU coaches are broken right now. The CPU will recruit kickers and punters as their top recruits,
What?
ruining your entire league within a few seasons. This must be fixed, as it's a bug.
Yeah,
But the
that's gonna have to be fixed
microtransactions,
before
I'm
I
not
buy the
sure
game.
EA is going to fix those. It also has the same missing features. Stats like targets aren't tracked for receivers. The trophy room is still just some PNG images of trophies rather than an interactive room like 2K5's The Crib. And there's no weekly wrap-up show like Madden has now. But the mode is certainly deeper, and if not for the microtransactions and logic issues, I wouldn't be complaining. Sadly, this year, there's still no moments mode, there's no historic game mode, there's no historic teams, there's nothing like that. But there is Road to Glory, and it's even worse than Dynasty.
Hmm.
At first, it's fine. You can be more positions this year, including tight end, edge rusher, safety, and Mike. I was an edge rusher, and I actually found it really fun to just play games as an edge rusher and battle
Jesus
the tackles.
Christ. And then, like I was talking about earlier, bro, these niggas. Wait, hold on. The quarterback might got a little drip, but these niggas look like bumps.
In the only college football game, though, in 2026, you would imagine you could be any position in the career mode. But this is EA we're talking about here, guys. As I mentioned with presentation, you get way more equipment this year. There are more coach interactions and high
That
school
nigga ugly
returns,
as shit.
but here's the thing. Your high school games don't matter. You can dominate all you want, but you don't actually play the game, you play moments. And if your last moment, like mine here, is that you have to win a close game, that means the game is scripted to be close, no matter how well you play the first 3
I don't
games.
like that. I didn't like
To
that.
me,
That was in all 3 of the college football games. I don't like that. Not college football 25. But yeah, I don't like that, bro. I don't.
It makes it feel like I'm wasting my time playing something that isn't dynamic. I might as well just skip high school. I played through it anyways, had some nice sacks, and then I got offers from Air Force and Georgia Southern, despite being a 5-star recruit. I went to Air Force only to find out I'm a 54 overall. A 50.
Gotta work.
Assuming my high
Damn.
school experience
Gotta
didn't
work your
give me
way
enough
up.
points to be at least a 58 overall, I tried to upgrade and I was met with a screen telling me to spend real money to purchase upgrades for my player. So I paid full price for this game, just to be told I need to pay even more if I want my 5-star recruit to be above a 54 overall. What the hell is going on?
I don't like that.
EA copied the worst part of NBA 2K without any of the good stuff. Like, sure, my career is pay to win too, but it's also an online mode. Not that it's an excuse, but it is online and social. Road to Glory is a fully offline mode. Your player plays only 5 seasons max. So why is it pay to win? Shouldn't an offline mode let the user make their character a 99 overall? I mean, there's nothing to balance here. Even NBA 2K lets you do that in my NBA with a player lock camera. I can go take Bronny, make him a 99, and play with only him. That's not an option in Dynasty mode here. This makes EA worse than 2K with microtransactions. And that was the one area I thought EA had 2K beat in. But no, it was only a matter of time, I guess. If you respect my time that little, why would I play this game mode any further? I think I'm good, alright? I think I'm good. Let me be positive for a second, though, alright? I love Coach Mode. Sadly, there's no way to do Coach Mode and play now. you have to start a dynasty for it. But calling plays
Oh,
and
okay.
watching
So this was
players
coach mode.
execute it is surprisingly
This was
fun.
coach mode. My fault.
Normally, when you
Soft
control
drinks.
a player, you focus only on him, the user, right? But in coach mode, you can sit back and just observe your free safety, or call some plays that challenge your quarterback and see how he fares. It puts you in a new perspective, in a coaching perspective. And I think online dynasties where everyone is a coach could be awesome. It throws stick skills completely out the window. This is all about play calling, roster construction, and luck, and I love it. I want to thank the former NFL head coach guys at EA who pushed for this. Mascot Mashup is here as well, and I'm not sure
I'm
why it
excited
wasn't
about
in
that mode.
25 or 26, but it is fun. It's cheesy. It's an over-the-top game of football with funny-looking mascots that are all 99s, but it has no commentary, which is kind of awkward when you notice it, and most of the mascots will not be unlocked unless you progress through the game, or, of course, unless you bought the MVP bundle. This is the most paywalled EA Sports game I've reviewed. And of course, I haven't even gotten to Ultimate Team, which is pointless as usual. With no MUT Draft Champions mode like we used to have in Madden that would let you quickly make a fantasy team and play online without having to pay, why even touch this mode without it? Unfortunately, EA knows the college audience is mostly playing Road to Glory and Dynasty, and that's why these modes now have microtransactions too. I think I'm early here and the backlash is yet to come, so maybe EA will reverse these microtransactions with time? Because this might be shocking for a lot of you. This might be the first a lot of you have heard of this. But as of right now, it's a big fat fucking yikes from me.
Bro, with the freaking ads, I promise you, dude.
You're not ready for it.
Getting sick of the ads, bro.
College Football 27 is a game that pisses me off because it has potential. The gameplay is fun and more balanced than usual. The Dynasty mode is deeper than ever before. Coach mode is awesome. The visuals, the player likenesses, the equipment, it finally looks and feels authentic. But to go and take all the hard work and effort the devs put in here and essentially make it all for nothing by monetizing the frick out of this game is messed up and deserves all the criticism in the world. I'd imagine the EA Game Changers are upset right now too. They just promoted a game they had no idea would be this predatory until now. That's not a smart way for EA to maintain good relationships with creators, and if they lose the current roster of Game Changers, they might be in serious trouble. That's all I'll say there. I wish I could give this game a 7, and I probably would have, if not for the Dynasty bug and the over-the-top monetization of the game modes. So for now, I'm feeling a 5 out of 10 for College Football 27. I think
God
it's
damn.
important to give EA credit when they do good, but I also think we should
I wonder
be
what's a
very
10 out of 10
careful when they
football
do
game
good.
for this nigga.
The good news here is the core game is improving. The bad news is that corporate EA is doing everything in their power to render all of that moot. Hopefully this video helps you guys make a more informed purchase. My goal here is not to be negative, but to review sports games honestly. And in an industry where almost everyone else is partnered with EA, sometimes my opinions can feel jarring, but that's only because I keep it real with you guys, and I always will. Thanks for watching.
Alright, so from what I'm getting at, it's just the microtransactions. And I ain't gonna lie. If the microtransactions is really the problem, bro, then EA, you gotta change that quick, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Then it's gonna feel like there's no point in playing the game. Literally. Because niggas, like he said, niggas only play it for Dynasty, Road to Glory, and maybe online head to head. Well, actually online head to head. That's the only reasons they play the game. And if you're making Road to Glory basically be where you have to pay to upgrade your player even the slightest, and it's not like you're going to get XP or anything, because you're starting at a 50-something overall, so you're probably going to be a 4th stringer. So if Road to Glory is paid to win, or paid to play, if Dynasty has bugs to where it becomes unplayable after 2 or 3 seasons, and it's pay to play, then you're only playing the game for online head to head. And let's be real, that gets boring at some point. unless you're doing like you're trying to prove a point and try to be ranked or something like that. So my thing is, bro, EA got a lot of changing to do, bro. Because from the looks of it right now, I'd say the game is not that good. Even though I ain't played it yet, I haven't played it yet. I don't know. The gameplay sounds good. The presentation sounds good, but that's all. That could be all fine. But if you gonna make the game microtransaction heavy, then that's just gonna destroy the game entirely. At least like you said, with 2K has a balance. 2K has a balance. You don't have to use. You can work your way around microtransactions, but it sounds like you can't work your way through microtransactions with this game, and that's gonna be a problem. So I ain't gonna lie, EA, you gotta change up, bro. All right.